What's up, everybody? Fence Fanatic here. I'm coming with another one, man. I figured I'd come with some more content on a regular basis. So instead of doing my weekly with a couple of other things thrown in there, I'm trying to get a little bit more out to you guys. And honestly, today I'm really excited. I mean, there's a lot to talk about right now. Personally, I want to talk about my boy Douglie do wrong. I don't personally know Douglie or anything like that. Just been a long time follower and viewer of his channel. And the big thing going on right now is the issue between him and Barry Cunningham. I just wanted to touch a little bit on this, just a little bit. I don't want to get too far in the rabbit hole with the situation, but long story short, man, I've been a long-time follower of this guy, Doug, man, and I personally believe that he's one of, if not the best, Dolphins YouTuber that we have right now covering our team. He's very unbiased in a lot of situations. He's non-confrontational. In my opinion, he has a really good personality, so he's very easy to watch. It's not hard to cut him on and watch his videos. He's very informative. He keeps up content on a regular basis. And the best thing, I mean, he's a Miami Dolphins fan. So, and primarily his channel is pretty much based on covering Miami Dolphins stuff. With that being said, the issue going on right now is how Barry Cunningham, I guess, called out Doug and, made this whole spiel about trying to take Doug over and whatnot and being the top Dolphins YouTuber with the most subscribers, and he's coming for a spot and whatnot. And I just find it kind of funny, honestly. I mean, realistically, think about it. Cunningham has a decent following, but for him to do that, it speaks volumes. I don't want to get too far into depth because I don't want to get flagged. I don't want to have any issues. I want to keep my channel pretty friendly, but I did really want to touch on this. But it just speaks volumes about character. I found it really unnecessary. I didn't feel like it was very justified. I follow Finside the NFL. Shout out to Finside, man. Another inspiration, him and Douglie. Those two are big inspirations for what I do. And even Finside kind of touched on it and was saying like how even in his case, when he's called people out, he's been justified. There's a real reasoning. And in my opinion, I don't really feel like he was very justified. And I'm not one to tell anybody to unfollow nobody. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what this video is about. You guys do your own thing. Whoever you're subscribed to, do you. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just giving my opinion on the situation. But I just found it extremely unnecessary. I didn't see the reasoning for it. I didn't see the need to go to that extent. Yeah, I mean, that's truthfully my opinion. I felt like it was kind of a low blow to a degree. I don't know all the behind the scenes. A lot of us really don't. We only know what we see on the internet. But based off of what I seen on the internet, it was kind of one of those situations where, it took me off guard, you know what I mean? Because for a while there, I wasn't subscribed to Cunningham, but I would see his videos via my algorithm and based off of the things and the channels that I search and content that I watch, and he would pop up and I would see him collab with a few of the other guys that I keep up with and that kind of world as far as sports media on YouTube and stuff like that. So I'd heard of him, and watched some things, but it wasn't really until like this happened that I kind of looked into, what's going on here? What's the point behind that? Why would we do that? Why do you even need to do that? I mean, I'm curious, what do you guys think? What's your take on that situation? Personally, like I said, I felt like it was really unnecessary. I personally didn't feel like there was really that need to go to that extent and do all that, make a whole YouTube video. Some people feel otherwise maybe, but it seems like a lot of us Dolphins fans, a lot of us, people that support Douglie do wrong and all that stuff, we're feeling a little indifferent about this situation because, me and my father, we watch Douglie do wrong and, we've heard of Barry Cunningham and, things of that nature, but we both found it really odd when this happened. You know what I mean? We were like, what? Like, why would he even do that? You know what I mean? So it was really surprising nonetheless. I don't think I'll be watching too much anymore of anything to do with him. I'm always going to support Douglie do wrong. I mean, he's, like I explained to you in the beginning of the video, I mean, super non-confrontational dude. In my opinion, very unbiased, outside of the fact that he shares one thing in common with all of us, and what he covers is that he is a Dolphins fan. So outside of that, I mean, I think that, you know, it just doesn't look too good for Barry. I was surprised that Doug even addressed it, you know, and not surprised in a negative way, but just, he just doesn't seem the kind of guy to really even bother with that kind of stuff. So it was a little surprising on that note. But outside of that, I understand it, you know, when, you know, you've got people publicly, you know, slandering you and then trying to essentially kind of bash you and whatnot and try to say that they're going to come for your spot. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I mean, it really is. It just doesn't make any sense. But I'm curious to guys, what do you think? What's your feelings on it? I kind of had this idea from watching this, but, you know, on my last video, I had a guy comment asking me what my opinion was on the situation. So I felt like I'd make a small video just to touch on it, because it's a topic of conversation. And I'm sure for a lot of people that follow, you know, Doug or anything, watch any kind of YouTube in relation to the Miami Dolphins, you're kind of hip to what's going on with the situation. So I'm sure that you guys are feeling a certain type of way too, whether it be indifferent, surprise, you know, all of those emotions I'd imagine you guys feel, and we're all kind of feeling the same way. But, you know, shout outs to Doug. Like I said in the beginning, shout out to Finside, because he's got some really good coverage on that, really good opinion on that, a really good take, you know, and, you know, feel how you want. This is, like I said, this is not a video to sit here and try to persuade anybody to do anything. This is just my opinion on the matter. And, you know, once again, guys, enjoy. Have a good night. For me, it's around 8 o'clock over here. Hope you guys had a good time. Enjoy the video. Until next time, fins up.